Shalom, Israel. And when I mean Israel, I'm talking about the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. The Lord's 54th annual Passover is going down again this year, sundown, April 1st at 500 South Salisbury Street in Raleigh, North Carolina at the Downtown Conventional Center. It's got enough room for all of us. The Lord's 54th annual Passover. Last year, brothers and sisters showed up from all over the world, rocking ancient garments and glorious apparel in order to serve the Most High in Christ. Now, it's that time again. Commander General Yahanna is putting out the decree for all brothers and sisters to show up sundown, April 1st in Raleigh, North Carolina. Join us at the Sheraton in Raleigh, the hotel right downtown. It's at 421 South Salisbury. The Passover is right up the block at the convention center, literally within walking distance. Make sure you pull up. Make sure that you do your due diligence because rooms are going fast and they are limited this weekend. You understand? We have months in advance of preparation. Do not wait till the last minute to get your room. The Lord's 54th annual Passover, Saturday, April 1st in Raleigh, North Carolina. Join us there.
It's about time, send the curses to them enemies.
I know a lot of y'all think MLK came to save us, right? Or he made things better, right? But just go by, 5-10 minutes from here, and you will see that nothing has really changed. And in fact, it has got even worse. I'm gonna just jump right into it, man. I'm gonna jump right into it. Give me Hosea chapter 4 and verse 6. I'm gonna just jump right into it. We're gonna talk about the Greensboro sit-in, right? The Greensboro sit-in. It was when 4, HBCU students went to all white diner in North Carolina. Alright? It was an all-white diner. And they sat down and demanded the white people to serve them white people food. And the white lady said, no, we're not giving y'all food. And they still demanded them to give them food. And 5 minutes later, the food was not on the plate, the food was on their hair. The food was on their heads, the food was on their shirt. They dumped sugar on them, they dumped salt on them, they dumped pepper on them, beat them upside the head, and after all that, they still went to jail. Why? We had a dime at first, but we settled for less. It ended up with pennies. Ended up with nothing. You understand? You know what it said, Hosea chapter 4 and verse 6? Those are the things we went through, man. We begging the white man for his acceptance, man. MLK taught us to beg the white man for him to accept us. We should be accepting our own, man. And that's it. If anything, they should be begging us to accept them. That's right. For all things they've done against us. Why is it backwards? You understand? It makes no sense to go through all that hell, man. 400 years of slavery. Slucky, 800 years of slavery. To turn around and beg the oppressor to accept you, man. To let you into his establishments. To let you vote for him. Integration was our biggest downfall as the black community, man. It was the most dumbest thing we could possibly do. Let me tell you something. Integration gave other nations permission to come into your neighborhood. And what is that? That is gentrification. Without integration, it would not be gentrification. Integration gave the white man permission to come into your neighborhood without asking you. It gave him permission to. So now when you go inside your neighborhood, it's nothing black owned no more. How is it a black community when nothing's owned by black people? How? Let's go up a little bit, Salaki. How is it a black community when nothing's owned by black people? An East Indian moves all the way here to America, gets a loan within 2 days. And where does he go? Downtown Nashville? Hell no. He goes to a black community to open up a gas station, open up a wing shop. You know why? Integration. Thank him okay for that, man. Because integration gave the okay for other nations to move in where you live at. We fought for that, right? We fought for that, right? We We fought for having our communities destroyed. We fought for having our black businesses destroyed. Why do we fight for this, man? To be equal? Read what you got.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge.
Or what?
My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge.
It says, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, man. The Lord has one chosen people, the 12 tribes of Israel. Black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. You are the lost 12 tribes of Israel. You understand? Read that again.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Only if people with no knowledge will integrate with the people who's always hated them. Only if people with no knowledge will integrate to a people who's murdered them, who stole their culture, who abandoned their traditions. Only if people with no knowledge will integrate with them. And what do? We gave up everything we have and gave it to the white man. And gave it to him. And lost everything we had, man. I miss black businesses, man. I miss black movie theaters, black car washes, black hospitals, black schools. All that's gone now. That's gone because of integration. So is that good or is that bad, man? Before we integrated, we had everything we needed, man. We had everything we needed.
Old school.
It made no sense to integrate whatsoever. It made no sense to integrate. We lost everything we had, man. And settle for crumbs. Yeah, you might say, oh, we get jobs now, right? We got jobs now. You know, we can go eat at Waffle House. We can go eat at McDonald's. But when you compare that to what we lost, that's crumbs. That's nothing. When you compare everything we lost to what we got now, that's nothing, man. Integration also ruined the households, man. Because after that, now the government came into place. Now he's getting our own women, to kick our men at the house. You know why? Section 8. Free rent, man. Free food. All you gotta do is kick that black man out of the household, and you can have all that. So now our households has been destroyed because of integration. Now your son and daughter would never know what a real man is because their father was never in that household, man. 80% of black men that's in prison, 80% of them grew up in a single family household where only their mother raised them. And Salakia, 90% of the black men in prison were raised by only their mother. That came from integration. Read what you got. Read it from top.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, the Lord said he will also reject us, like any good father would do. If you disobey your father, it's going to be consequences. The Lord telling us the same thing, because we rejected things He told us, these laws, these statutes, the commandments. He will also reject us, man. And that's why we're in the conditions we are unto this day, because we decided to integrate with everybody else. Why not be alone with ourselves, man? Even animals know this. You don't see lions and hyenas hanging out, do you? No. Because lions are comfortable in their natural estate. It's natural for a lion to hang around with its own kind. It's natural for a panther to hang around panthers. It's natural for a giraffe to be around giraffes. That's their natural estate, their natural habitat. Black man, it's natural for you to be with your own people, man. It's not natural for you to be with other people. Look at it. Look around. I don't see anything owned by black people right now. And if you go to a so-called black community, it's still nothing owned by black men. We don't own anything, man. We lost our morals. We lost our standards. We lost our brotherhood. And you can thank MLK for all that. We settled for less.
We thought we was fighting for jewels, man. Fighting for something bigger. But we settled for less. In order to grow, we have to separate. Salvation starts with separation. We got to understand that, man. As long as we keep inviting everybody else in, we going to lose everything we got, man. We going to lose everything we got. Tell me something. The East Indians, they come into your neighborhood. The Chinese come into your neighborhoods. After they get down working, close down the shops, they drive wherever they drive to their communities. They don't go down the street from their shop. They live across, they might live 2 hours away. They get done selling their stuff. All right, time to go home. They got a 3-hour drive to where they stay, man. Because they know the niggas gonna shop with us. They ain't gonna shop with their own, they gonna shop with us. So let's move all the way to America to open up a hair business. Because they don't like their own hair. They wanna wear our hair. Integration made us hate each other, man. It made us hate how we look. Now we wanna look like white women. Black women wearing this long shrinking hair now. You know how these, modifications to their body. We don't even like how we look no more. Ain't that something? Before integration, that woman were beautiful, man. Still beautiful to this day. But we love, man, women were more feminine back then, man. We're that natural hair, the big old afros. We need that, man. Nowadays, you don't see that, man. And white women trying to look like you. It is switch roles now. Why? Integration. Drop that, man. Give me Psalms chapter 55 and 21. See, M.L.K. wanted to make America some big melting pot, right? Where everybody comes together, hold hands, sing and dance, and blah, blah, blah. But see, that's not real. That's a fantasy. Nowhere ever you will see other nations of people coming together. It's not gonna never work, man. And 60 years later, that point's been proven. Us coming together with every nation is never gonna work. Even Black Lives Matter. You don't see Asians walking with us. You don't see East Indians walking with us. What do you see? Our oppressor. That's all. You see our oppressor. And how can the oppressor ever, what's the word I'm looking for? How can the oppressor ever understand what we've been through in America when he's oppressed us, man? It makes no damn sense. Your oppressor, what you and your oppressor got anything in common? Nothing. Zero. We gotta understand, to get out of oppression, we have to stop fooling with our oppressor. Now look, I know we live in America. I understand that. But just because we live in America does not mean we have to fool with America. Now how you do that? You stop celebrating Halloween, you stop celebrating Christmas, you stop celebrating these birthdays, you say damn 4th of July, damn Easter, and that's how you separate from America. We live here, I know that, but we still can separate. You don't believe me? Go ask the Chinese man. Because he has his own city in New York, Chinatown. You see those signs? That's English. Go to Chinatown, everything is Chinese. It's own police, own governor. Why can't we have that too? That's an example of separation in America. We live for, but we still can separate. We still can separate. It's not hard to do, man. We gotta give up the things we lust for. We lust the white man's life. We wanna be white men. We wanna be Americans. We cannot be Americans. No African. We are Israelites, man. And that's it. That's all, man. What you got?
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 55, verse 21. The words out of his mouth were smoother than butter.
The words out of MLK mouth were smoother than butter. I know it sounded good, right? Your pastor words sound good every week. Everything he says, it sounds wonderful. You know why? Because the pastor is going to tell you what you want to hear. The pastor ain't going to tell you what you need to hear. He's going to tell you what you want to hear. He's going to tell you what sounds good. Because what sounds good gets you his money. Gets you to follow him. So yeah, I have a dream that all people will be equal. That sounds real good, don't it? But that's not real. That's butter. Smoother than butter. We listen to M.O.K. and he fooled us, man. He fooled us. And you know what he said in his own mouth? I fear I've escorted my people into a burning house. So when he said this, he was talking to his best friend, right? Or a good friend of him, Harry Belafonte. Well, Harry Belafonte asked him, all right, what should we do about this burning house? Guess what Orgy Mike said? Orgy Mike said, man, we should be the fireman and watch the burning house down. If you see a burning house, why the hell are you gonna try to clean up the burning house? Would it not be smart for you to walk away from the burning house? Would it not be smart for you to leave the house and go to your own house? Read what you got.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 55, verse 21. The words out of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. And his words were softer than oil, yet were drawn swords.
M.O.K. knew the whole time, man. M.O.K. knew what he was doing. And that's what makes it so much more evil than what it is, man. People say he tried. What is he trying to do? I want to keep my black-owned business. I want to keep my neighborhoods.
I.S.U.P.K. presents the 54th annual Feast of Unleavened Bread. Last year we did it big. This year is going to be way big. More brotherhood, more sisterhood, more U.P.K. On Sunday, April 2nd, 2023. We're going to be at 421 South Salisbury Street in Raleigh, North Carolina at the Sheraton Raleigh Hotel Ballroom. We're calling all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians to come join us.
Your third eye peephole, line for line, this shit too easy. It's like a free throw. Mastered the game too early. This bitch is cheap.
Remember, admission to the Passover is $200 per adult. That's $200 per adult. For more information, call 919-697-8257. Call 919-697-8257.